Hi, everyone. Welcome to Curated by Becta's Meal Kit 102 for May 26th through 28th. Thanks so much for ordering this week, and thanks for letting us be a part of your special celebration at home. So, we've got a delicious and very springtime menu for you tonight. Why don't we go ahead and get started? I've got these lovely herb roasted organic chicken breasts from a local farm in Quebec, and they're going in the oven on parchment paper and baking sheet for 12 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes.
Okay, 12 minutes. Starting now.
There we go. And I'm going to take a little sip of wine. This is a Rallo Insolia from Sicily, and it is delicious. I love this wine. Every time Connor puts it in our box, which is, every few months or so, I was like, wow, I love this stuff. It's just that perfect blend of nutty and oaky. It's kind of like Sancerre meets Chardonnay. And I'm just a huge fan. So I hope you guys enjoyed the wine pairing for those of you who ordered this week. Let's go ahead and get started on our appetizer and our main course at the same time. Dessert, simple. Take it out of the box, put it on a plate, enjoy. Um, okay, so the oven was preheated to 425, or in my case, 400, because of my convection oven. Always take 25 degrees off. And my gas stove is not doing so well tonight, so apparently I need to clean out the, there we go. And we are going to get this guy going on. I need to sort of apologize in advance because I'm just getting over COVID for my first time. And so my brain's a little foggy. I showed up today at work and they threw the box in my trunk as I'm staying away from the workplace and working from home right now. But I really wanted to record the meal kit video for you guys this week. So I'm feeling good. Saturday was rough, but today, much, much better. And just a little brain fog is still kicking around there. So apologize if I mess things up a little bit. So we've got 2 boxes for the appetizer that you can use in lieu of messing up mixing bowls, which is great. We've got a really nice olive oil here that I've got from the cabinet. Hopefully, I'm sure you guys have olive oil at home. This one's right at its end. So we are going to drizzle some on there, both the beets and the watercress separately, and throw some salt and pepper in there. And then we're going to give it a good little mix. We don't want you to mix these together because the watercress is going to go on at the end. And if you prefer mixing bowls, by all means. I prefer to save on doing dishes. If you guys haven't heard me say this before, the boxes that we send you can either be recycled, just rinse them out first, or composted. No need to rinse them out. So that's a nice little thing. We have all these little garnishes for the salad. I feel like I'm very out of practice right now. So why don't we think about the main course? Sides. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of neutral oil per person to my large nonstick pan. Again, I'm sort of finishing up all the oil here tonight. I use grapeseed oil, but you can use canola oil or vegetable oil. Okay, that should be enough. And I think I need to get backup just in case, because I believe, no, I don't need it. That's right, it's just the butter. Okay, I don't want this on too much. We're going to saute the spätzle for 3 minutes without moving it. This is something I have a very difficult time with because I always want to saute things. I am a little ADD on this front. Okay, and that's only going to take about 4 minutes then. And then the other side for the asparagus is about 4 minutes as well. So why don't I just turn this down a little bit and turn this guy down a little bit. I've also got my chicken velouté here that I'm giving it a stir in the back, and that is going to make the greatest sauce of all time. Okay, So why don't we go ahead and build the appetizers and get that going. So again, olive oil, salt, and pepper on the beets. And then we're going to plate them in a salad bowl, or a pasta bowl is good as well. There's a lot of beets here. I'm going to plate a lot, and we might scale this back. This is why I do the meal kit in advance, is that I ask the chefs to adjust quantities a little bit. That's a lot of beets, especially with all these excellent garnishes. And then we're going to next do the pickled fennel on top. And tonight, my son is actually doing an overnight with his boss. He's doing an electrical co-op, and he's so excited. Just got picked up because he got cleared. I was isolating from my family, and neither of them got COVID, which I'm super thrilled by. And it's been like a week now, so that's great. So it's just my wife and I eating all of this food, which is crazy. Okay, so pickled fennel, then the mint. Now, I like to rip up the mint a little bit from these big leaves. Please feel free to do as you like, but I prefer a little bit smaller. But you don't want to rip it up before sending it to you, because then it gets all black and stuff. That's no fun. You want it really fresh. Probably a lot of mint in here too. I'll mention to the folks. Not quite so much mint is needed. This is not a mint salad, but mint is a garnish. Then the hemp seeds, toasted hemp seeds. Wonderful discovery of mine from our chef, Rich Wilson. Excuse me. Thankfully, I'm not cooking for you in the kitchen tonight. Just for my wife and I. There we go. And if you've got some extra, you can put it around the plate too, because it makes it really pretty. Why not? Gorgeous. And then, make sure that my oil is not burning. It's reducing a little bit, so I'm going to add just a touch. We're going to get to that in just a second. Next, we're going to top with the feta. It should be crumbled for you, but you may need to crumble a little bit yourself. Man, this is one good looking salad. And the watercress on top of that. I don't want to put too much because I want you guys to be able to see all the beautiful other ingredients. And then we've got the shallot vinaigrette. You just drizzle it around the outside of the bowl. It'll be hard to pick which one of these plates is more beautiful because they are both stunning. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, our smoked beet salad. It's really fun to smoke a bunch of beets, by the way, for you guys. The watercress, crumbled feta, toasted hemp seeds, shallot vinaigrette, pickled fennel, mint. Oh, all kinds of deliciousness. Okay, let's get ready for the main course. Move all this stuff over here. Hey Google, how much time's left on the timer?
3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining.
Time to rock it. Okay, so high heat on the spätzle and medium heat on the asparagus. 2 tablespoons of water. Oh, it's per person. Haha, I totally messed that up. So it's 4 tablespoons of water for 2 people and 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to get that boiling. And here we go. Spätzle it is. Get it down there. Use a spatula. Let's make sure I get as much coverage as possible, and then I'm going to leave it alone for 3 minutes. I hope. I hope I have that patience. Okay, stop it, Steve. All right, let's get back to the asparagus. Bring to a boil, season with salt and pepper in the asparagus pan. And then the asparagus for 4 minutes. This is gorgeous, huge, monster local asparagus from Rito Pines Farm. Um, some of our greatest friends and suppliers. If you haven't had a chance to go out and visit them, please do. They are in Manotick, and they're just fabulous people, and they have the greatest products and incredibly reasonably priced, and they're really nice people. Ask for Matt Spicoli because he looks like the guy from last time from Ridgemont High, and they're just the nicest people in the world. Anyway, their products are exceptional. I know I'm supposed to be stirring the asparagus, so I'm going to continue to do that. But don't touch the spatzel. I'm going to hopefully be able to abide by those rules. The red wine for the pairing tonight is a Frankova, which is otherwise known as Blaufränkisch or Keck Fränkisch in Austria and Hungary, respectively, Lindberger in Germany, and it's very much like a great Gamay Noir or Beaujolais. Very fresh, vibrant, high acid, juicy wine, and I know it's going to be amazing with the herb roast chicken tonight. See, I'm not moving the spätzle. That's really good. But I am moving the asparagus. I'm going to turn the velouté up a little bit. I just want to make sure it's nice and warm when we get through this. And what am I looking for? Oh yeah, dessert. Why don't we go ahead and plate the dessert while I am waiting. We have a dark chocolate eclair tonight. This is a wonderfully delicious and decadent and super easy dessert to plate. It's literally take it out of the box, put it down. How great is that? Hey Google, off. Okay, so chicken is done, but I want to make sure. Yay, I got a nice brown crust. I'm super excited. So I know I've got to throw the butter in now with the spätzle, now that I've got a nice crust on half of it, on one side of it. And then add your Swiss chard. Saute for an extra 45 seconds. Yeah, these guys really, maybe they knew I hadn't eaten much over the last little while. They threw me a ton of extra food tonight. They're just going to saute the Swiss chard in there, and it's going to wilt all nicely. I'm going to put it all in there, but you guys are going to get less than this, because that's a lot of Swiss chard, man. And I'm going to season with salt and pepper. That is making me happy. After 5 days of not eating much, I am so excited for this delicious meal. Okay, our velouté looking good. So I'm going to turn that off. Let's pull our herb roasted organic chicken out of the oven. Very nice. Get a trivet so make my wife happy and don't burn the countertop. Okay, that's looking good. Now I can turn that off. I can turn that off, turn that off. All right, let's get to plating, shall we? So, spätzle and char in the middle of the plate first. I'm going to get some tongs that have a nice rubber end so I don't mess up my frying pan, even though it is meant to be able to handle metal tongs. we're going to have a lot of leftovers. Because again, our 16-year-old son, who usually eats this with us, is out on a work trip this week, which we're very proud of him for. Make it all nice and pretty. And that last bit of Swiss char. There we go. Okay, next up, the asparagus. Now the asparagus should have a nice butter glaze on them, but you shouldn't have to drain the pan. There should just be a little bit of juice there. It's definitely asparagus season, so you'll be seeing asparagus on quite a bit of our menus, both in-house and out-of-house. If you got a little more butter sauce, feel free, if you like, to drop a little extra on there. Nobody's going to mind. And then our chicken. It smells beautiful. I think they do a little smoking on this guy as well. Get rid of our pan. And then our velouté. Now you can do with this what you will, but the chef really suggests pouring it around. I'm going to try a couple different things and see which one looks better. I think that one looks better. So I'm going to go with that one. You shouldn't need to season the chicken, but if you want, by all means, season it to taste. We have our lovely herb roasted organic Quebec chicken breast, bone on, which is always the best, so much extra flavor. Our local Rideau Pines asparagus, sauteed Swiss char, and spätzle. Thanks so much for ordering this week, and thanks for letting us be a part of your special celebration at home. Thanks for also forgiving me if I'm a little out of sorts tonight. I hope to get to cook and curate for you again really soon. Enjoy your week.